What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now, one question I get asked heavily a lot is, how do pro players have so much time on the ball? How do they have so much space? Now, to make this a bit realistic, I'm going to be changing to a 4-2-3-1. I'm going to leave everything unbalanced. That way, you're going to see there's going to be no dynamic tactics influencing the way I play. It's going to be pure manual. Now, there's going to be some people that cry in the chat. They're going to be like, oh, it's because you got this team. This is the reason why it's so easy. I mean, a lot of these Gold 3 players make these excuses. So I'm just going to sub off all the best players in my team and just put on some mediocre players that anyone can buy. And as you can see, it's a very, very cheap team now. 10k and maybe like the SPC was 150, whatever. Over Mars is a bit of a joke anyway. So what I'm going to do is I want to walk you through how to hold the ball and how a pro player holds the ball as well. Now, the most important thing when it comes to, oh god, I hate this pitch. Why on earth has he chosen this? Now, the most important thing is, when it comes to creating space, I got the eye tracker on the screen so you can see where my eyesight's looking, and you can see, of course, my controls at the bottom. The most important thing is space. To create space, it's not some player, it's not some pay-to-win play, it's not a certain formation. It's because they create space themselves. Number one is moving into the ball when the ball is safe. And what I mean by that is, when you're making a pass, you only make a pass or you go into a direction where it's safe. So you don't go like this and you don't pass the ball to your ram and like that and you lose the ball very easily. That's number one. If you lose the ball like that, that is your own fault because you're not passing in a safe area. You're playing a very risky pass, face the player and then make a pass. Number two, if for example you get the ball over here and for example you have the ball with your winger and you try to run down the wing when you know your opponent is cutting you down and you're like, here I want to try to get inside, and you lose the ball, again, that's another reason why it's your fault. The reason why is because very simply you're moving into space where there is basically nowhere to go. Now as you can see, what my opponent did is the right thing. He did a 1-2. Now let's just defend the situation here. And I'm going to get the ball back. I'm going to show you. If you need to create space, you do a 1-2 backwards. Then you try to make a pass and you do a 1-2 again. And this is how you can make space. See, I'm pushing that defender away. Look how much space I'm creating in my left back and my cam. So do the 1-2 and push a player forward. Then you can create space and trigger that player to make a run. If you want another player off the ball to make space, you press the L1 button. And you can send that player forward in a direct line. There's other things you can do as well. You can of course use the new switch mechanic. Or you can use, for example, where you can do that pass and you can hold the right analog stick and use that directed run in creative runs. So you can use the player lock feature or you can use creative runs. There's a wide array of movement that you can use to create runs. These are all things that pro players have in their arsenal that they use to create space inside the box. The second thing is dribbling. Now, if there is someone coming towards you, you dribble away. Very, very simple, with the left analog stick away. That's it. You don't try to dribble. Don't try to do this and try to go in between the gaps, because if you try to do that, you're never going to get through. Because if there isn't space available, how can you dribble through those gaps? You can't. And that's the reason why people are struggling with dribbling, because they're trying to dribble into the space towards goal. Now, dribbling into the space is fine, but what you shouldn't be doing is dribbling towards goal. You should be moving away. When you're dribbling, that should be what you're thinking of. When you get the ball, you should be thinking, okay, my opponent has the ball. All I need to do, well, so I have the ball, should I say. All I need to do now is dribble away. So watch here. Here coming towards me, I dribble away. You see that? Can I make a pass here? No. So I go down the wing. He's catching up to me. I ball all the way. See that? Play it safe. Do a quick 1-2. Recycle the ball. Then I take a touch away. You see that? See, I'm keeping the ball safe every single time. Left analog stick, moving the ball away. Again, when I do, look at my first touch. Taking a touch away from the danger area. Taking a touch away. This is how I keep the ball in these tight areas. See my touches? Look, and then once I'm inside the box, if I can't go forward, I recycle. Now, I'm not saying you should go back to your centre backs, but once you're here, you can do like an L1 trigger, and you can trigger one of these players forward. Now, what I like to do to create space is to do a pass to one of the strikers and do an L1 trigger. So like here, we'll do a quick 1-2 and do a first time fake shot, because it's the best way to create space, because the ball is the space created before the ball arrives to you, like here, like that. Pass the ball to Dembele, or that was meant to go to Dembele, and do a first time fake shot before the ball arrives to you. If you also take a touch into the space, you can also create space. So if you're unsure and you don't know where to go, take a touch into safety, but don't panic. Don't hold the run button. If you hold the run button in the final third, you're very much going to panic and you're going to be like, oh, well, let me try to cut this passing lane, let me try to cut that passing lane. But if you try to run in a final third when you're defending or when you're attacking, there is a big chance that you could actually create a gap. Now, of course, closing down your opponent reduces the space towards him when you're defending, but think about this, every single time I'm running towards him, I'm actually creating space for other defenders. You see that I'm running towards Mbappe now? See, it's other players that now are available. So that is something that you have to bear in mind. So think about when you're attacking, your opponent's also going to run towards you. If he doesn't run towards you, then you've got space. So let's have a look over here. Let's see what Neymar does. He runs towards me. Okay, now I've got space to pass the ball away. Can I dribble here? Mbappe running towards me. I got space to pass in the middle. What's he doing here? I can make a pass away. He's running backwards. I got space to run forward now. Then I can make a through ball. You see how I'm reacting to my opponent? I'm not forcing the ball. Here, I can't go anywhere. I'm taking a touch away. Good tackle from Bellerin. Going to use the right analog stick here. I'm not going to make a pass now because it's risky. Going to use my right analog stick. Switch to a player. Have I got space now? Yes, I have. Make a pass. Go backwards. Now I'm actually going to go for goal now here. Make a pass forward, quick 1-2 backwards. Can I make a pass to him now? Left analog stick away, into the safe area, L1 trigger, first time fake shot, and that should be a goal. Now you see what I did there is, I did a 1-2, but my left analog stick, where was my first touch? My first touch was in the space, and in fact, what I did over there with my striker is I actually used the first time fake shot to create space in the box. Now I wanted to walk you through in the first 6 minutes multiple ways you can do it. That's why I probably sped through these. So I want to walk you through exactly what to do in each of these situations. Of course, bear in mind I'm doing this live, so if I do stutter, if I do make a mistake, please bear that in mind. And if you watch something and you want to see how I do it, rewind it. In fact, every time I'm in a situation like this, pause the video and think, okay, what would I do in a situation, and then see what I do, if that makes sense. So pause the game over here now and think what you would do, and then see what I would do. That's what I mean. That's one of the best ways you can learn as well, to have a think about what you would do, and then you can watch. Just press play and you can see what I do after. So get me to defend this phase over here. My opponent's going nowhere. I don't have to panic. Going nowhere. Not going to panic. He's going nowhere towards goal. Just going to track him, defend the angle towards goal. And of course, that is the second half. So we're going to go, as I said, we're going to go to the second half now in a more systematic process. The key thing is keeping the ball away from him. If he comes towards me, we're not going to panic. We're going to pass the ball. So if I have the ball with Bamba and his right back comes towards me, I'm not going to panic. I'll just pass the ball away or pass the ball to someone else. If he comes towards me, that means that I can pass someone else. If he stands off and he goes back, I have more space to walk or into or run into, if that makes sense. So do bear that in mind. Remember, there's two key principles. Another thing as well, the touch. Remember the touch, the safety touch, taking a touch away from the danger area. Here, I've got Neymar. I've got space to run into. I haven't got space now. I'm going to do a ball roll or turn around, take a touch into the safe zone. Now I'm going to run forward with Cuadrado. Got no space here. Ball roll away, turn away. Here, do a through ball into the space. L1 trigger. Pass the ball. I'm in danger now. Going to dribble here. Not going to panic again. I'm dribbling away from him. You see that? I'm using my body to cover the ball. So if he does get the ball, it's only if he wins it by chance. So here, like, say he moved away there. He moved away from where I am. Here, he's got space. I'm going to apply a bit of pressure to him. Apply a bit of pressure again. There's no space. He already did a ball all away. He's doing the exact same thing, the right things. He's taking touches away. Now you got to ask yourself this question: are you doing the exact same thing? When you get the ball, are you taking touches like this safely? Because a lot of players, when they get the ball, they just try to take a touch going forward. There's a nice heavy touch from my opponent over there. Going to use my CDMs over here. Try to cut the passing lane. Cut the passing lane again. Nice dribbling over here from my opponent. As you can see, nice left step movement from him. As you can see over here. But what I'm doing here is I'm just basically keeping him away from the goal. You see that? I knew he wasn't going to score. I let him shoot. I didn't panic because I knew that Mbappe with his right foot, he's not going to shoot from that angle. I know he's right-footed, but that angle is way too steep. And too much of an acute angle actually to get the ball into that radius. Again, nice dribbling from my opponent. Not going to panic. Again, if I go towards him, I'm going to create space. I'm going to close the angle out. I think Alessandrini is left-footed if I'm not mistaken. I think he is anyway. We're going to block this segment over here. Use the run and jockey. Run and jockey like so. Run and jockey here. Run and jockey again. Okay. Oh, got a bit unlucky there with the deflection. Got the ball back here now. Okay, I'm counter-attacking. Can I go anywhere? No. Take a ball over here. What am I going to do? L1 trigger, send him forward. Driven through ball. I got space in front of me. So I'm going to wait for him to come towards me. Then do a fake shot away. Now, I left that a tad bit too late. Should have done probably a safer touch there into the space. But I wanted to walk you through what I was doing before the ball arrived to me. That was a good situation where, as you can see, my opponent was closing me down. The safer thing for me to do there was just to take a touch away into the safe area. Again, same thing. As you can see, using a bit of agile dribbling. See how he's moving away from the ball? See, look, he's always protecting the ball. It's actually a very good opponent to show this example. See how he's always taking a touch away from the danger area. Sometimes he's not, and that's why he's losing the ball. Let's see what he does here. I'm going to man mark him like so. So now you can get kind of the defensive aspect, the defensive side of it. Again, takes a touch away. See that takes a touch away from me here? Takes a touch away. See how he takes a touch away? Again, takes a touch away into the safe area. Let's see what he does over here. And I'm going to man mark the striker because the striker is the main danger area here. He can dribble all he wants. I don't care. In fact, I can just stand here and at the end of the day, he has to pass the ball to the striker and I can intercept it like so. Again, take touch into the safe area. Can I do anything here? No movement. What do I do? Do a quick 1-2. I create movement. I created that run. Here, he's overlapped me. He's going to eventually get the ball off me. Oh, he made a mistake now. I'm in trouble now. I have to go back. I got no choice here. Got to pass the ball outside the box. Touch downwards, away from my opponent. Now there, I was a bit too slow, I'll be honest. A bit too slow there. He intercepted the ball and rightly slow. Rightly so. He knew what I was doing. He got the ball back. Slide tackle there. Run and jockey again. Hold the run and jockey like so. Take a touch away. Nice. What's he going to do? Takes a touch away here. Now again, if I go towards him, I'm going to create more space for him. So I'm just going to stand off, let him have the ball. Again here, make a pass into the safe area. Make a driven pass downwards. Quick 1-2. Pass towards the middle. Pass towards him. Quick 1-2. Take a touch away. Take a touch away from the danger area again. Use my body to shield the ball. Left analog stick away here. See Ronaldo Sanchez here. Take a touch into the danger. Yes, away from the danger area here. Take a touch away from the danger area again. Take a touch down. Take a touch down again. Go back up. Up again. See like how he's moving out the way. Now you see, for example, a bit unlucky with that save. A bit unlucky with that shot. But you see, for example, that touch with Dembele inside the box. Now you see, most players are going to commit on the inward angle. That's something you have to remember in the final third. That's why you have to use a skill move to beat the player. It's very, very important to use a skill move to beat the player because sometimes he's going to be able to defend the inside angle. You can't always go the most obvious place towards goal. That's something you have to bear in mind. Your opponent's always going to defend the inward angle. That's just the way it is. Here I'm going to make a pass. Ball away again into the safety. I'm going to make a pass inwards. L1 trigger. Take a touch away. Pass. Ball away. Going to create that passing lane. Going to then make a run. That pass is too risky, so I'm not going to make that pass. See Dembele there. Take a touch away from the safe area, danger area. Quick 1-2 backwards. I'm going to do an L1 trigger here, and I'm going to do a first time fake shot. I'm going to use the first time fake shot to create the angle because I don't want him to think what I'm doing. If I can do it quick enough, he won't have time to react. I'm going to use an L1 trigger there. Let that player go offside. Let him come back on again. L1 trigger, creating space. See like here, if he comes towards me, he's going to create more space going forward. You see that? So basically, if I hold the ball, he comes towards me. I got more space to pass someone else. If he stands off, I got more space to maneuver here. And I'm going to do an L1 trigger now. Watch. So, oh, that was a bad pass on my end. Again here. Left analog stick down. I see that player there. That cam. Now, obviously, I don't play like this normally, but I'm just obviously walking you through what I'm doing. Again, here, playing it very safe. L1 trigger now. Make that pass to that player. First time fake shot. That was unfortunately to the wrong player. That was meant to be to Alessandrini over there. Got to run and jockey backwards again. Now, of course, I'm giving him time on the ball, but I'm securing the danger area first. Good interception by Mukiele. And now I'm actually going to go for goal now. Quick 1-2. Fake shot down. Ball away. Made a through ball now. Fake shot into the space. Fake shot away from the goalkeeper. And I took a shot. Now, you see in those segments of play, every single touch that I did was into the safe zone. Now, this may look relatively simple. When you watch this video, you're going to be like, hang on, this is easy. Let me go into a game and let me do the exact same thing. It won't work for you straight away. It will take some time. The key thing is practicing. You have to get rid of the ideology that you need to go forward. The ideology should be playing safe. Yes, it doesn't mean playing negative football and going backwards. I'm not trying to influence that. What I'm trying to say is, if your opponent is defending very well, don't force the first touch forward. Take a touch away from the danger area. If he's marking the wing area, don't go into the wing area and lose the ball. Why waste the attack? Go only when there's a space available. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break down some of these attacking opportunities. Let's go towards the end again. And very quickly, I'll show you the highlights, right? So let's go over to the highlights, match highlights. So, First goal of Alessandrini. As you can see, what did I do? He's coming towards me. Ignore the control on the screen, by the way, now, because this is just to control the camera. I took a touch away. You see that? I made a pass. Bit risky, though, I'll be honest here. I had to create space here. How did I create space? I took a first time fake shot into the area. Then I took a shot towards goal. But that first time fake shot is what created a space. If I just took the ball here and took a touch forward, like let's say for example over here to the camera angle, then he would get the ball. But I surprised him by taking a touch away from him. Do you see that? Let's have a look at this goal over here. I won the ball back here. If I make the pass to Dembele, he can intercept the ball. What do? I do a ball roll, guarantee the angle. Here, with Bamba, I do a fake shot. Stop. Let him come towards me. I know that now I got time on the ball here. Alessandrini. If I try to shoot here, there's a good chance I could miss. What do I do here? Take a first time fake shot. Use that to take a touch. Every aspect of gameplay. Now, the best advice I can give you is after this video, I want you to go into a game. Every single time you get the ball, I want you to take a first touch. Every single time you get into the ball, take a touch away from the danger area. You're not going to score the first couple of goals in the beginning, but I want you to get into the thought process how you can keep the ball much better, because a lot of players, they lose the ball so easily. But if you just take a touch away, you create space naturally. Remember, if he runs towards you, you're going to create passing lanes to people around you. If he runs back and he stands off, you got more passing lanes and areas for you to maneuver. So either way, there's always space for you available. The key thing is just passing the ball away. If you can't go forward, always pass the ball back. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.